Hello there everyone, Sean Webb here with another gears review of a high-level swing today. And we have the bones feature turned on again just to get a little more detail with what the body's doing. We've got the graphs pulled up here so we can look at the actual numbers and what's happening during the swing instead of guessing. So it's a PGA Tour player with a driver. Today we're looking at the pelvis and ribcage side bend during the swing. So a little more detail as to how they're bending their body or tilting during the swing. And let's look at the setup. Obviously the setups, they're going to have a little bit of right side bend, especially with the driver. The pelvis is 2.5 degrees lower on the right side, and rib cage is slightly tilted 7.7 with this player, but he's not really adding reverse K. This is just because he has his right hand lower than his left, so he's not shoving his hips forward to try to get in some kind of artificial reverse K position. Now, the thing we're going to look at is as he moves back, his rib cage is going to tilt to the left, so you see 24 degrees of left tilt with his rib cage, this kind of angle here, and his right hip is 6.3 degrees higher than his left. And we've talked about this before, that the hips don't turn level, but also you don't want to turn your upper body level either. So you've got this tilt to your body at the top of the swing, and normally it will come close to kind of matching your forward bend at address. So if your rib cage is 28 degrees bent forward at address, top of the swing, you're going to get somewhere near that. Maybe not perfectly that amount depending on the turn or the rotation of the player, but somewhere in that neighborhood. Now the thing I wanted to highlight though is that from the top of the swing, most of these players increase this bend. So that's something that I never knew until I started diving in a little more of 3D. They increase the amount of that bend before they start losing it again. That helps them orient their pressure on their left foot without making a huge hip slide. So it allows them to kind of just fall on the left side, keeping this right hip high, which we've talked about in other videos. That gives you an assist with kind of this ground force production. But by keeping that left side bend, it also keeps you from tilting back too soon. And I was guilty of that because I was taught to slide my hips in this direction to start the downswing and keep my upper body back. So that's really not the goal. The goal is to kind of keep this vertical orientation of the spine and kind of lean on the left leg to start the downswing, not slide. That pressures the left leg, keeping the center of mass. Just back a little bit in this initial part before it continues its way and adding some slide. You can see finally gets tilt through the ball like you would normally think into the finish, but it happens later than most people realize. The hips really don't get level until right in here, this waist high position. Now this player's going to push up as hard as he can with his left foot. That'll add some tilt to the body and get that club flying through there. So again, really wanted to highlight the motion of this kind of left side bend of the rib cage and having the right hip get slightly higher. The left knee increases flex. That gets some tilt, and then the player is almost feeling like my good buddy Mike Granado calls it playing downhill. Almost like from here they're surfing or playing downhill into the ball before they add right side bend. Now you can see the right side bend kick in, 40 degrees, 10 with the pelvis into the finish. And there you have it. That's how a high-level player will move his upper body and rib cage as it relates to side bend during the swing. So I hope that helps you out. Keep the questions coming. I'll try to answer them as fast as I can and pump out more of these videos. I've been getting a great response. I had a ton of questions. I just haven't had time to get to them. But hope you're enjoying the golf season so far this year, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot.